Hey guys, what is going on? This is External Shockwave alongside Chris Gamer 1025. As always, welcome to the TAP Podcast, episode number 5. Our topics for you today are the Survivor Series Fallout, Women's Evolution, and the current champions in the WWE.
I mean, definitely the current champions in WWE. To me, they're not a problem, but it's the way that they're being booked. That's the problem to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but we'll get to that topic towards the end of our show when we're almost done wrapping up. But Survivor Series Fallout, what a pay-per-view that was.
I mean, all I gotta say is 86 seconds. So
That's it, and
that's all I gotta say.
And we marked out, but not because we wanted to, but because it was just a shock.
I knew that Goldberg should have won, but I'm like, you know what? They're gonna give it to Brock because Goldberg is old and Brock needs the win because Goldberg's old and whatever. 1-1 to have it 1-1, not 2-0. But apparently I was wrong. See what happens. I went with his pick and then I got it wrong.
I mean, you didn't only go with my pick. You went with like WWE style of booking, like Brock versus Randy. Most people wanted.
I book realistically. Like, come on now.
Yeah, most people wanted Randy to win at SummerSlam. I'm like, there is no way that Randy's going to beat Brock. Like, so when Goldberg came back, I'm like, okay, there's no way Goldberg's going to win. Especially, he said it's his last match. That's the perfect opportunity for Brock to beat him, finally, conquer Goldberg and finally defeat him. And send him off into the sunset like Sting with no WWE match win.
But apparently we were wrong. So.
And I marked out with those 2 spears, and that was just crazy.
What about the other matches?
Surprisingly, I was right with the prediction with the Raw Tag Team winning. Honestly, I didn't care, as I said.
That was, oh man.
Yeah, that. What else? Oh, the Raw Women winning, which we both predicted, which
it was obvious, but the SmackDown Tag Team should have honestly won because they need to get over. The SmackDown Tag Teams they all suck except American Alpha. Like, that's it.
True. What else we had there at Survivor Series? Well, the 5-on-5 men's elimination.
Who enjoys the kickoff? I do.
That unexpected kickoff, like 2 hours before the actual Survivor Series, that there was going to be 2 kickoffs.
We had no idea, but apparently the faces took on the heels, and the faces, like always, win for some odd reason.
And the boy Nice is 0-2 in kickoff matches at pay-per-views.
I thought it was 0-3, but anyway, he's now winning a pay-per-view match. What is going on? Like, why can't the heels get a win? It's only one match.
The hashtag the boy Nice is just not going over right now. I don't know why.
I don't know what they're doing. Every time, like, you read somebody on the dirt sheets, they're like, "Oh, major push coming for blah blah blah."
Yeet.
Every single pay-per-view, it says the same thing. Same thing.
Wait,
never happens.
Just real quick, whether you like Rich Swann or not, I mean, I kind of do. I don't agree. I kind of like Rich Swann. I kind of don't. It's weird, but the boy Nice has a full-time contract. Why was he not placed in the number 1 contenders cruiserweight title match on Raw? But it was Noam Dar, TJP, and Rich Swann. Where is the boy Nice?
I have no idea.
Come on.
He should honestly
have
the
boy
a
Nice
contendership match. But apparently Rich Swann in 205 Live is going to... But hopefully in 205 Live, I'm telling you, Tony Nese has a time to shine. Just like how Drew Gulak is and... what's the other guy's name? Oh, Arya Daivari.
That's how important he is.
That's how he... Yeah.
What else? We talked about 86 seconds, how historic.
Yeah, how historic that was. Kane versus Luke Harper, we had no idea, but apparently Luke Harper won, which I'm kind of glad because if Kane got over, I was about to have a heart attack. Because Kane is like 86 years old, and he does not deserve a win.
Yep. Oh, I just had a thought. Speaking about cruiserweights. Kendrick and Kalisto. The Brian Kendrick and Kalisto. Thank you, the boy Corbin. I'm gonna call him the boy Corbin. Everyone is the boy. No, he's
That
not.
is my boy Corbin. I'm telling.
The
If
man
you check out my
Corbin.
universe, you would know who Corbin is. You know he's the man.
The man Corbin. Hashtag the man Corbin. That man with the catching WWE 2K17 end of days. I like that. That was incredible.
But I don't know. It feels weird that a person that's not a cruiserweight is interrupting a cruiserweight match. Like it
He's
just looked odd.
unsettling differences with. Oh, pause on that. Whole unsettling differences, if you know where that's from. But just him and Kalisto's rivalry, I guess, just was taken to a whole new level, brother. That's it. That's it.
I wish he would go into something big, but hopefully the Royal Rumble.
Wait till the Royal Rumble.
The Rumble. You know what I'm saying?
Wait till the Royal Rumble, my boy. What else? The Miz versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship.
I kind of had a feeling the Miz was gonna pull something off because he just won it, and they're gonna start with this days of the Miz again and stuff. And,
another day, another notch.
yep.
Putting stickers on the IC title. I'm really.
I wanna really wrestle the Miz for that right now because you can't do that to a title. In my opinion, you can't do anything to a title. You can change the look of it, like how Edge did back in the day, because it was something new, and how Miz did back in 2011 or something like that, 2012. But don't put stickers on the title. Don't do that. Like, come on.
My thing is, are they not gonna fall off? Like eventually, like.
No, apparently, we have TLC matches confirmed already.
Oh
so,
man!
Apparently, the Miz is gonna face Ziggler again.
And it will be Ziggler's last opportunity. By the way, if he fails,
but this is the thing.
It's over
this
for him.
This pay-per-view feels like a repeat of the pay-per-views before it, because you got AJ versus Dean, you got Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch, and then you got the Miz versus Dolph. Feels like a repeat of everything we've seen.
Nikki versus Carmella as well.
I felt like I've seen like the whole 3 pay-per-views. No Mercy,
Backlash,
TLC, and what was the other one? Backlash. They're like basically the same because it's been the same matches. Like,
but getting into TLC very soon in the next couple of weeks. We'll talk about those matches a little bit more, but that was all the Survivor Series matches.
When is TLC, by the way? Isn't it December 4, I think?
Yes,
4, no?
and ladies and gentlemen, that is next week, and also APW Money in the Bank. But...
Oh, cheap plug, huh?
Cheap plug. Next topic here, Women's Evolution. This was actually recommended last week by one of you lovely subscribers, and we just didn't have the chance to talk about it because we had something else in mind, and we talked about that majority rules, and the other topic was chosen. But now we're talking about it this week, the Women's Evolution.
Even though we didn't talk about the Survivor Series men on tag, but nobody cares. We're talking about the women right now.
Yeah, it's all about the women.
The Women's Evolution basically began, I would assume, when Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte made their debut, or probably when Becky and Sasha and Charlotte started getting, and Bayley, don't forget Bayley, started to get popular in NXT. So I think that's when it all started, to me, because I always used to watch them on NXT.
That's what they want you to believe and stuff. But it's weird. It wasn't very popular back then, but I think a woman that took part in that, but obviously can't be recognized for it, it would be AJ Lee. Only for the fact that she refused to have... She was the woman who went to management saying that she refused to have, 2-second matches because you can't really tell a story within that time frame. But obviously she cannot be mentioned in the WWE. Along with Paige, because first ever NXT Women's Champion and Divas Champion, but it is what it is. But Sasha, Becky, Bayley, Charlotte, the 4 horsewomen, created the Divas Evolution and Revolution, whatever you want to call it.
He said Divas, by the way, guys. Please eat them up in the comments.
Yeah, why are they gonna chew at me. Excuse me. That's what it was called because they
Because they're
weren't.
women now, for your
Yeah,
information. Women's evolution,
yeah, they're
not
women.
divas.
They're women now. But when Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky debuted, it was known as the Divas Revolution. So I mean,
I hope the
thank
women
you,
in the comments tear you up.
thank you. No, they won't.
Supposed to be
'Cause
woman.
I'm amazing.
Supposed to be woman. I'm telling you.
Shout out to Four Horsewomen. Thank you. See, come on, son. Um, uh, just the
But
matches they can put on, and to think of the fact that we saw a women's match main event a WWE pay-per-view for the first time in the first ever Hell in a Cell match this year is crazy.
I don't think they should have main evented personally. Because if you think about it, there's nothing wrong with women main eventing. I would love to see that. But the story was okay. It was getting repetitive. Because, Charlotte won the title
Oh, it
back.
still is because Sasha is going to take on Charlotte this Monday.
Yeah, basically. And Charlotte won it back in Hell in a Cell. It didn't really make sense. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, you can't have that's like, how do I say, like a story, a
Unfortunately.
not so good story, main eventing a pay-per-view. You have to have a established story. You can't have everything repeat, and then hot potato with the title. So, Charlotte's already a 3-time women's champion. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And Sasha's 2-time.
You know what?
It
really
shouldn't be that way.
I'm really curious about one thing. What is your prediction for tomorrow night's Raw? We're in Charlotte's hometown, but you know how many times WWE has pulled this Sasha victory? Do you think they'll do it?
They're not
on
going to
Raw?
do it because they have said that they want Charlotte versus Bayley at WrestleMania, and they want Bayley versus Sasha in a non-title match where Sasha's not the champion in a pay-per-view. So that's what they want.
Yeah.
So I think Charlotte is gonna win this time, proving everybody wrong about the Raw curse.
But here's my thing. This is gonna be tomorrow night Raw. Charlotte in Charlotte, North Carolina, Charlotte's hometown. It's gonna be weird because you're telling me that Charlotte, being the challenger, could defeat the women's champion in her own hometown. But Charlotte in her own hometown is going to defeat Sasha. How that makes Sasha seem so weak. But we'll see how Raw plays out tomorrow night. As for Bayley, I don't think she's underrated, but she can't really be used in a way because Sasha and Charlotte just keep going at it. Please, replace Bayley with Sasha for a little bit.
I was thinking maybe a number one contenders match at a pay-per-view, so that way Charlotte is not competing, and that way Bayley gets another match at a pay-per-view.
Yeah. But how are you going to do this Sasha versus Bayley if they're still apparently best friends? I don't understand, but whatever.
They're fighting for the title, a chance at the title, so to me it makes sense. It's like Roman versus Dean at what pay-per-view? Survivor Series to become WWE champion.
Yep. Women's Evolution still with Becky. I'm going to talk about all 4 horsewomen. Becky Lynch, first ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Not a bad call. I personally wanted that to happen back at what was it, Backlash? Yes.
Yep.
So that's good for Becky. Now I'm pretty sure that it was said that Becky is going to be taking on Alexa in a TLC match. Not sure how accurate that is, but if that actually happens, here's the problem that I'm having. Alexa, I want her to win, but a part of me is saying that Becky's going to retain. And both these women deserve that spotlight and opportunity with the championship. That's why it's hard for me to call. So when we get to that time, I have no idea who I'm going for.
Yeah, after TLC, but Roadblock is going to be a Raw pay-per-view, so, I mean, after that is Royal Rumble, I believe. Yeah, Royal Rumble.
And the last woman here in this Women's Evolution topic what else is there to say than former NXT Women's Champion and three-time WWE Raw Women's Champion? That's it. That's Charlotte. It's over.
Oh my, Charlotte. Charlotte needs to, I don't know, she needs to take a break a little from that title, I feel. Or just a little break.
She'll probably, if she loses to Sasha, just wait like 2 weeks, then she gets it back, and that's your break. Oh, man.
Jeez.
But, talking about champions, next topic here is, of course, the champions right now in the WWE. And there's a ton. And we're probably going to go in depth to each and every one of them. And if we like, them as champion or not. So, I think we should start out with Raw since it is the, flagship show. Start with the main title, Kevin Owens being the WWE Universal Champion.
That's not a bad decision. Kevin Owens being Universal Champion, obviously coming from the independent scenes, going to NXT, winning the NXT title. What else? The Intercontinental title and Universal. So I don't think it was a bad idea. It's just that Kevin Owens is, well, I feel like he doesn't have an opponent on Raw if he defeats like Seth Rollins. I mean, there's Roman Reigns, but he's already U.S. champion. So,
but that's going to be a match for Roadblock, apparently.
It is? Oh my God.
Yep, Roman versus KO.
Well, it's not confirmed yet. It's rumored, but I can see that happening. But I see Kevin Owens still pulling out the win.
I mean, if you think about it, it can happen. Last week on Raw, they did a little segment with Jericho, like being angry at each other, but not really. They blamed Roman Reigns for the loss at Survivor Series. So, yeah, with them saying whose fault it was, I feel like it is going to be Roman versus KO. Since Seth might face Chris Jericho. And don't know why, but okay.
I don't think he'd face Jericho. That seems weird. I don't think that would happen, but yeah, that's basically it. And with Styles over on SmackDown, my God, they're giving him like these rumored big matches, like him versus Undertaker at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania.
That's phenomenal.
I am like ecstatic right now. Like I'm happy for AJ Styles that he went to the WWE. If that's like true, and I see him face Undertaker, oh my God, it's over.
I'm happy he's 0-3 on James Ellsworth. I mean, what? No. James Ellsworth. Can we take a moment?
James Ellsworth is not champion, so he doesn't matter right now. James Ellsworth is not an important figure in the WWE. People need to stop with James Ellsworth. Thank you very much.
This man defeated AJ Styles 3 times, and especially the third to earn a SmackDown Live contract.
But the only way you can defeat AJ Styles is cheating. So I mean, whatever. He has to cheat to beat AJ. So
thanks to that lunatic Dean Ambrose. What?
Yeah, he has to cheat. He can't do it legitly apparently. So whatever. He's gonna cheat. Whatever.
Congratulations.
Styles could beat him any day.
Congratulations to James Ellsworth. I like it. Basically half-half, but it is what it is. The whole Ellsworth topic. But next, the Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte. Again, nothing to say. Next, SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Again, we said that earlier upon the topic of the women's evolution. Good call for Becky. But Challenger Alexa, I don't know about TLC.
They need to give Marie back, man. She has to stop filming those movies and get back on track.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, can we take time? This man doesn't... James Ellsworth, but he wants Eva Marie back in the... What? I don't... next topic, please. I don't know.
She can be a top heel, I'm telling you. Anything can happen.
Oh my goodness. James Ellsworth is going to be that next Santino, who's just a joke and then wins championships.
Yeah, that can never hold the champion.
He's going to win a championship and lose it. I feel like WWE would make him have a longer championship reign than Zack Ryder, and that's unfortunate. But off of James Ellsworth.
Think about it, guys. Why would you like James Ellsworth? You think about people like Sami Zayn. How is James Ellsworth getting more of a push than Sami Zayn, or more than Corbin, more than like who else is another guy? Apollo Crews. How is that possible?
Poor Apollo.
Like, why? Why is this happening right now? They need to get on that. They have to stop this Ellsworth, and they need to do something.
The boy.
This is unacceptable for them.
Ellsworth is going to be doing No Chin music for the next couple of years, so just get used to it. What else? The Raw Tag Team Champions, New Day. I feel like they should have lost after they broke the Brian Kendrick and Paul London's tag team title reign. But
not gonna stop there.
Yep, no, they're still going. They're still fueling that engine, boy. They're still fueling that tank. New Day going up to pass Demolition's record.
That's the only record they need to break, Demolition, and then that's it.
And even after that,
at Roadblock, I think they already have the streak broken, because if you look at it, they're not defending the title at TLC because of the SmackDown pay-per-view. They are on Monday Night Raw, though. But Cesaro and Sheamus are not an established tag team. They're not very good.
And get ready for this, because tomorrow on Raw as well, the club are just going to take another loss to the New Day. Don't know why, but...
It's the club now?
Yeah, the club. They beat the Golden Truth. Can you believe that? The Golden Truth to become #1 contenders. And
I hate how they make the club look like a joke. They need to do something with this club.
I don't even know. But the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, Rhino, Heath Slater, the Beauty and the Man Beast. What a unique tag team.
I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe there are tag team champions. Oh, help us.
Over what the fans wanted yet again, WWE in American Alpha. But, whatever. Apparently, Rhino and Heath Slater are an entertaining tag team, which I'll give them that. They're quite the duo. Like, they're basically SmackDown's to Raw's Sheamus and Cesaro. Just odd pairing, but whatever. I don't even know at this point who they're facing at TLC. Supposedly might be American Alpha, might be the Wyatts. We'll have to see, because apparently Bray and Randy are going to take on American Alpha this week on SmackDown.
I think they're going to keep going with this Bray and Randy. Either they're going to win and head off to the tag team title match.
They better. Bray better get his first championship.
Maybe win the titles, or maybe have a betrayal or something, or maybe not win at all and just wait, or maybe they're not even gonna win maybe American Alpha's gonna beat them and then they're gonna have betrayal, or they're gonna wait. It could go either way. There's so many options towards Randy and Bray, but I don't feel like they should be a tag team, because it just sounds weird, like Randy and the Wyatt family.
It's weird. I still can't have it. I can't have it sink in, that promo he did with Bray, saying that we're a family, not a team. It's weird. I can't. Something about it.
I can't see. Me and him can't see Randy really doing anything.
You know what I think it is? I feel we all sense that a turn is going to happen. We just can't sink into the storyline that he's a part of the Wyatts.
Yeah, I think that too. I think he's devising a plan every time I see him. He looks like he's trying to be friends with them, and then after a while, just betray them to make them think that nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, on commentary, the Viper's slick here. Oh god.
Oh, vintage Randy Orton.
Good puns.
What else? We've got. We spoke about tag teams, so let's go with the minor championships. We'll start off with the Cruiserweight title on Raw. I was about to say SmackDown. What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, it would have been if Kalisto would have won and Baron Corbin wouldn't have gotten involved in. But the Brian Kendrick, Raw's Cruiserweight champion. I said it before when we talked about the Cruiserweights. I like it. Just weird how TJP had a short reign, but the Brian Kendrick,
his reign was going to be longer than that.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick's whole storyline of everything he took to get to the WWE back there to finally be champion. I like it. And it's actually true because the Brian Kendrick, I feel, has talent. Just very, very, like...
He's always had talent. It was hard to get behind him back in the day because he was like a young kid and scrawny and
Zack Ryder.
nobody really liked that. Yeah, I guess. So, TJP should have had a longer reign, but I feel like his gimmick needed a little bit more work. So that was also an issue.
I kind of like the gamer thing. I mean, it works, but...
No, because like every Raw and every pay-per-view, he's like, "Wow, I'm so glad to be here. Hi guys."
He still has the
happy.
He still has the cruiserweight title in his, like, I don't know what to call it, Ramptron, if you want to call it that now, because...
Yeah, his Ramptron, Metatron, something, whatever. But that has to go because he's not champion.
Come on, right WWE, the monkey's in the truck, as Kevin Owens referred you to. Come on. I'm pretty sure it can't be that hard just to remove...
I think Sin Cara's working back there, because, remember for our universe mode, he also has those back camera angles and stuff?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, jeez, Sin
Hey,
Cara
don't get on Sin Cara. He's in anger management. He's working things out. Apparently, Chris Jericho feels like the internet wrestling community doesn't know what we're talking about, but it is what it is. Love you, Y2J, though, and your best friend, KO. Well, Brian Kendrick, Cruiserweight Champion. We go to SmackDown Live with The Miz being your Intercontinental Champion at a record of 6 times. What else is there to say in this sense that it felt like...
Jericho a 9-time?
Yeah, Jericho's 9 times. Ever. And no one will be... maybe someone in the future. But...
let Miz stay for like 10 more years, he probably would.
Sasha versus Charlotte has me with the effect of that Miz and Ziggler match at Backlash. I get it. It was Ziggler's career on the line. And he couldn't go to Raw, NXT, nowhere if he lost. I get that. Why put that sort of stipulation if you're just going to make Ziggler look like a joke a few weeks after and lose to The Miz?
It doesn't make sense.
It felt like Sasha and Charlotte to me. Like, okay, we got Sasha as champion. That's great. We have Ziggler as champion because, it's Ziggler and he rarely gets opportunities and stuff like that. But we're going to switch it back to Charlotte. We're going to switch it back to The Miz. Why? Why do that in the first place? I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know what's after for Miz, but Miz can go into a feud with Baron Corbin? No, I'm kidding. I wish.
How did Kalisto get an IC title match on last week's SmackDown, but Baron Corbin never got one at all? Shane, Buddy, Daniel, Vince McMahon, monkeys in the truck, do something, please.
I don't feel like Apollo's going to be Intercontinental anytime soon.
But, yeah, Apollo's not going to be champion anytime soon. Let's see, what else? I think that, the last championship, which would be the great, #the great Ooh-ah, a Roman Reigns is the United States champion, defeated Rusev.
Roman Reigns.
Always being
Roman
strong,
Reigns.
that guy.
Yeah, it's a part of Team Strong Style, Roman Reigns.
He's the one who invented it. Really, if you think about it, who's next for Roman either? If Rusev and, like
the way you said who's next, I'm like Goldberg immediately popped up in my head.
But it's truthfully, like, what? Braun Strowman? I don't...
No!
Braun Strowman has become your new United States champion, squashing Roman Reigns.
Nobody can dethrone that man. Oh my God.
Until the Big Show returns.
Unless Joe moved up to the main roster and, picks him up for a muscle buster and busts his muscles. I don't know. I don't know that's possible.
Can
you imagine Undertaker's taking a Styles clash? I can't even imagine that. Or Braun Strowman.
No.
My God,
I'm calling
way.
it. The finish to Taker versus AJ is going to be a phenomenal forearm. Um, but I mean, who knows? Anything can happen in WWE. Apparently, Big Show cut under 400 pounds. Maybe he's on the verge to joining the cruiserweights. I don't know, man.
Oh, Big
WWE's
Show.
crazy.
Let me search up Big Show in Spanish.
What?
He has
Why?
to have a mask and he has to smile.
What? You hear this?
Like, he could fight El Fuego, which
Oh.
is Triple H.
Oh
The game. El Fuego.
man, that man was gonna be a cruiserweight champion. It's gonna happen, people.
I saw it. Breaking news. Triple H is going to drop like 200 pounds and is going to become a cruiserweight.
El Fuego, doing the pedigree.
Apparently, Big Show in Spanish is Gran Espectaculo.
He can't even say it.
I can't even say it. And I'm Hispanic. Wow. Yeah, I'm one of those Hispanics that don't really like to speak Spanish, so whatever.
I'm one who doesn't speak it at all. Great.
Big Show, maybe how do you say it again? Oh my god.
Grande. What'd you say?
El Gran. Something. How do you say show in Spanish? Hold on.
How's it spelled? How's it spelled?
Show. Translate. Show Spanish.
Well, we're actually doing this, people, on the podcast. We're doing this.
Not to show, just show. Hold on. Expecta. That's really. That's the thing. Expecta. Really?
What you guys could just go on Google Translate yourselves and try to figure it out. I don't know, cause like it's pretty hard. But that's all the champions in the WWE currently. Oh wait, well on the WWE main roster, but NXT, oh my goodness, Samoa Joe, the first ever two-time NXT champion.
It really confused me because I thought Samoa Joe was just gonna, have the title and then have it lose to Shinsuke, and then Shinsuke's gonna carry it for a long time. Maybe close to Finn Balor's reign, maybe close to Neville's reign.
Sorry, that's gonna
maybe
happen.
past both of them. But apparently no. Apparently Samoa Joe became a two-time champion.
He ended
There's nothing wrong
the
with that
streak.
either.
He's like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that either. Samoa
No.
Joe is a very, very big talent.
See, some people were upset. I wasn't. I was like, I don't even know how to say it. I mean, like, I was shocked that Shinsuke lost. I couldn't believe it. But at the same time, I'm like, cool, Samoa Joe, your first two-time NXT champion. He made history. And, I mean, he's dominant. So, I mean, he's a big guy. So, like, I mean, it makes sense. You can't have, like, Shinsuke be the first two-time NXT. I mean, that could work, too. He's the king of strong style. Let's think of somebody.
Ty Dillinger? I don't know.
Poor guy. I knew you were gonna say that. I was gonna say that too. Poor guy, man. Ty. Triple H, if you're not really watching, but if you magically are, please, Ty. Please. Make him champion someday. I think he's been there when Jason Jordan first started in his career and he was struggling to find a tag team partner. Like, that's a long time. Even, like, around that time, Bayley was there.
Oh my god.
The once crown jewel of ECW is now over as the perfect 10, but still never got a championship match. Nice.
Nope.
Nice. And Bayley passes him on going up to the main roster. And Jason Jordan, the guy who was struggling to find a partner for years. Man.
Even, what's his name? Hype Bros?
Mojo Rawley?
Mojo Rawley.
Oh my. Man. Oh man. Oh jeez. I don't even know. But the NXT Tag Team Champions, my boys. Johnny Gardner, if you know Lillian Garcia in 2K16 with APW. But Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, DIY, hashtag DIY.
Hashtag that team name doesn't work.
Hashtag, that's a long hashtag. Do it yourself, man. With Tommaso Ciampa in your corner. I was ecstatic that they became champions. I was there for Brooklyn. Unfortunately, Chris Gamer could not join me. I'm still depressed about that. He had things to do, but still, uh, I wanted them to be champion in Brooklyn, but I mean,
You know, the funny
Toronto's
part
still
is,
good.
the funny part is, I don't even remember what I was doing that day.
What?
Oh yeah, never mind. No, I'm
He
not gonna
he
tell
for,
anybody
he
that.
forgot for like a quick second, and this is how bad his memory
I
is.
have bad memory. Just in case if you know me from universe mode, I
Same.
may not remember who's the longest reigning champion.
Oh,
So I'm
but you
like,
will
oh,
remember the man who held it for a year. The Pure Wrestling Championship was Baron Dan Corbin, the man Corbin.
and that's why he got put with powerbomb on the hard part of the ring by Kevin Owens.
Weren't you shocked that that happened?
I was shocked.
Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, of course it is CPU based. We do not control anything. If you didn't know by now, but after how do we go from the NXT Tag Team Champions to talking about I don't even know, but the NXT Women's Champion Asuka.
She's gonna lose to Ember Moon one of these days.
Hashtag one of these days.
Maybe she's gonna use the end of days to end one of the days.
You know, I would like to see a rematch between Mickie James and Asuka, only for the simple fact that Mickie James went to shake Asuka's hand and Asuka just raised the title. Like, I don't care, get out my face. I was gonna beat you in the first place. Like, I feel like that whole ending is going to lead into a rematch. But that'd be weird if Mickie James would defeat Asuka. I cannot believe I wouldn't be able to begin to wrap my head around that. Like, Mickie James was the one to beat Asuka? Like, what?
The reason I say no for a rematch is only because I feel like that match that Mickie did was only like one night. I'm not sure, but it seems like it is. These like alumni coming back to just fight for one night is very frequent. So I'm gonna be surprised if I'm wrong and she comes back. But
I mean, if you think about it, like, you can't leave off suspension unless you're just making Asuka look like the female Brock Lesnar, and she's gonna lose that title in 86 seconds to Ember Moon. But no,
Ember Moon. I feel like Ember Moon's gonna beat Asuka one of these days. Not
she
now.
better.
But, you know,
She better. But
it's not gonna be, sadly, not Billie Kay, not Peyton Royce, not Liv Morgan. No, Aliyah, no. It's gonna be Ember Moon.
Excuse me, it's Leah.
Aliyah, I don't know. I barely see her on NXT, so I don't know
That's
how the
true.
game works.
How is she popular and breaking down? But I mean, recently she had a couple of matches. But anyways, you can't leave us off suspension with Asuka and Mickie James. I mean, well, you can, but like, it's kind of messed up. Mickie James was waiting for that handshake, so I feel like next time she should be like more aggressive in the match, and then lose again, and then I don't know, we go on to Ember. I don't know.
Ember Moon.
Ember sparks a fire. Ember
I like
feeds,
Ember Moon. I thought she was gonna be a heel at first, but apparently she's a face. Which,
that's what
at the start I kind of like was disappointed and I hated it, but I like Ember Moon now. Now that she's, a full-on face and everything.
Finish to Dario Baronato at Toronto.
Her finish is amazing. It's just glorious, man. I'm telling you.
Did somebody say glorious? He's just gonna pop out and like, we're gonna have to do a hashtag rude bomb. What?
Oh.
Glorious bomb? What?
Oh.
What? Oh. I don't know. But that was the last topic here for the TAP Tap Podcast. If you guys liked episode 5 of the TAP Tap Podcast, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't to both our channels. Our social media accounts are in the description below.
Wow,
be sure to read that. Be sure to read that. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and also my Hardcore Justice should be up, my pay-per-view Hardcore Justice. Go and watch it if you haven't.
Talking about cheap plugs. Talking about cheap plugs, this man. But yes, yet again, I will be watching that too. Rival companies, but gotta look at that talent that's not really talent compared to mine. But I mean, what?
Yeah, sure, APW Sacrifice, woohoo!
Yeah, get ready for Money in the Bank. That's gonna be exciting. I assure you guys that. But Hardcore Justice, I think it's gonna be. Can it top Sacrifice? I don't know. We'll see. You could say in the comments below your thoughts. But also your thoughts on any of these topics. But again, if you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you all in the next one.